Next is Ipsaria.
The Ragnite capital of the world. Sounds like fun, yeah?
Ipsaria was once the leading country in Ragnite production for Europa. Originally, Ruse was lacking in both natural resources and national power, not unlike Jutland. But after seizing Ipsaria, Ruse exploited those resources to become a global power while toying with the existing ones. In a manner of speaking, Ipsaria is the heart of the Ruse Empire. We will have Jutland take it. Our presently destitute country should be rejuvenated by gaining control of the Ragnite.
Which in turn means weakening Ruse.
You magnificent bastard.
Look who's talking. Have you seen your suit?
Once we get our hands on all that Ragnite, my company's net worth is gonna skyrocket.
You wouldn't be the only one to profit. If current issues like inflation or supply shortages are resolved, naturally...
The people of Jutland will see the war as a success, just like we want.
Violet, are any Grand Generals stationed in Ipsaria?
Nope.
And how do the people of Ipsaria feel about Ruse's occupation?
To hear my business partners tell it, they don't think too kindly of their imperial occupiers. After Ruse invaded and took control, the Emperor didn't waste any time cleaning house. Executed the entire royal family along with any loyalists.
That sounds like something Claudius would do.
Still, the effect was instantaneous. There are hardly any dissenting opinions against Ruse there since they fear military oppression.
Doesn't mean their dissatisfaction isn't simmering under the surface. Guess that's where I come in. Got it. We'll distribute an anonymous flyer. A manifesto from resistance forces trying to shed a light on Ruse's crimes and restore honor to their late king.
Straight up sedition, and I thought I was the bastard here.
I take that as a compliment.
Stir up Ipsaria and lay the groundwork, making them more accepting of Jutland. It's a solid idea.
You can leave the distribution of the flyers to me.
Please continue the operation within Jutland as well.
More rabble-rousing? We already threw fuel on that fire.
We'll do it as much as we can. A war effort's only as strong as the citizens who support it.
Precisely. Amleth, make sure to pay attention to the citizens when you walk around town. We can gauge public opinion toward the war by their attitude toward the commander of the elite unit. And again, be amicable.
That's rich, coming from you.
Got it.
Good. That concludes today's agenda.
Well then, meeting adjourned.
It's about to get real busy around here.
It's a beautiful sunset. We can't help but come here, can we? This used to be our favorite spot.
Yeah.
I have an idea, Am. What do you say we go grab a drink afterward?
I'd rather just get back to headquarters.
Oh, come on. A few rounds wouldn't hurt.
We don't need anyone getting suspicious of me. Besides, I need to put together a plan to free Ipsaria.
What an annoyingly flawless response. Well, come join me next time. We haven't gone drinking in a while with just the two of us. Even you need to unwind at some point.
Sure.
I'll hold you to it. You just gave me your word. You're a rare breed of man, Am. The kind that doesn't pass out when they go drinking with me. I won't let you get away so easily. Well then, I'll see you around.
All right, everyone, let's head back home.
How far did we get? Oh, it seems a letter has arrived. You're quite studious. How splendid. You're quite studious. How splendid. Knowledge will help you grow. That is just one part of history. Vannergund, a mythical beast in the form of a monstrous wolf. The anti-Valkyria squad, an elite unit within the Jutland army, was crowned with this ferocious moniker. They were heroes in the European Liberation War. But let me share with you the untold story of this unit's founding.
The world power's restrictions grow harsher with each day. Parliament and my King Father alike are sitting on their hands, while their wrist-wringing diplomats negotiate. But now is the time for our country to rise and fight back.
Your Highness, the safety of His Royal Majesty's subjects is first and foremost on his mind.
I understand that. But defending our lives at the cost of our livelihoods is a poor form of protection indeed. Our imported Ragnite supply is dwindling, and the people are suffering for it. If we do not act, Jutland will lose the strength to stand. And that, I fear, is precisely what Ruse wants. Weakening Jutland as if pouring poison down our ears, while whispering honeyed lies into those of the major powers. I cannot sit idly by as this kingdom dies a creeping death. And yet, I am powerless to stop it. It vexes me so.
Milady.
Parliament is starting to lean toward war, Your Highness.
I beg your pardon? Why now, after resisting it for so long?
Many of the younger politicians have rallied together in support. And it's spilled beyond Parliament. A pro-war article has grown quite popular, shifting public opinion on the matter. Even the military's begun collecting intel on the other world powers. It would seem a coordinated effort is being made to reshape Jutland's future. I believe Lieutenant Gronkair is part of this cabal.
Gronkair? You mean Amleth?
He's pushing to form an anti-Valkyria squad.
Pardon?
A specialized team trained to combat Ruse's Valkyria. Elite soldiers with exceptional skills, complemented by the most advanced Ragnite weapons available. They intend to train people with a high Ragnite aptitude, regardless of status or experience, to wield these weapons. Amleth Gronkair wants to join the team himself. Considering his rank and Ragnite aptitude, he'll likely be appointed as the squad's commanding officer. Given that he was a schoolmate of yours, Princess, I thought this might interest you.
Imagine him taking initiative for once. Oh heavens, how foolish I have been. Here I was worrying about what I can do rather than doing, while my subjects are already standing up for themselves. Has the commission of this unit already been approved?
No, there's been some resistance from the moderates.
Princess. Godot, Miranda, please get ready. We will be departing soon. To Parliament!
Ophelia spoke to Jutland's parliament in favor of the war effort. The young princess's sincere voice spurred public opinion, and support for the anti-war movement grew less and less. And so, the monarchy officially declared war at long last and approved the creation of Bannergund.
Second Lieutenant Amleth Gronkair, in view of the upcoming battle with Ruse, I hereby promote you to First Lieutenant. Furthermore, you are appointed henceforth as the commanding officer of the anti-Valkyria squad, effective immediately.
Yes, Your Majesty.
This unit's founding was made possible by my daughter's call to action, though it was you who first lobbied for it, yes?
Yes, I'm grateful for Princess Ophelia's support. The citizens of Jutland have long suffered under Ruse's cruelty. Expecting someone else to come along and solve our problems simply isn't an option. Waiting, we realized, won't save lives. I thank Your Majesty and Princess Ophelia for giving us this opportunity to serve our country.
I hold your patriotism in high regard. Now, go forth. What a gifted young man. His valiant spirit is invigorating. I am proud to see Jutland has a hero in its time of need. Men like him were made to light their nation's darkest hour.
Just so, Father.
Ophelia, my dear daughter, you may laugh at a foolish old man's fears, but even now my soul is filled with doubt. Was declaring war truly the right course of action? Am I not sending these young men with promising futures to their deaths?
Father, your kind heart has been a blessing to our land, but you must trade the banner of peace for the sword of war. Jutland needs more heroes.
Nevertheless.
Should Your Majesty allow, I wish to become one as well.
Whatever do you mean, my child?
I would like for you to hear one last plea.
To form the anti-Valkyria squad, drafted citizens with high Ragnite aptitude were identified from their physical exams.
Ha! 'Tis only logical that I be asked to join an elite team. Among the noble houses, it was well known that no man is better at handling Ragnite, or ladies for that matter. You'll all soon learn what it means to be physically, mentally, and socially outclassed. You're welcome.
I was an engineer before the draft. Nice to meet you.
I design mana stuff. Anyway, are the weapons done? I told him to make mine cute.
Me? I've been away from the military for a while now, but I ended up being called back. I thought I'd be returning to a dingy troop full of men, but I'm more than happy to see lots of beauties in our ranks. Look forward to working with you.
In addition, sentiment in favor of the war had grown throughout the country, and many volunteered to enlist.
I'm a former teacher. I volunteered to protect my homeland. For the children who will one day inherit Jutland, I'll give my all in eradicating the Ruck threat.
I used to be part of the main force. but I heard that the latest weaponry will be provided to the anti-Valkyria squad. If we're going all out at Ruse anyway, I want to do it with a bang.
Hi! Thanks for waiting. Helena Anderson. And this here's Bloom Thompson. We leapt at the chance to put those rucks in their place.
Maybe you shouldn't say that kind of stuff to our superiors, Helena.
Lighten up, Bloom. You're a soldier now. Act like one. Just point me in the direction of the enemy. Let me at him. Wow, she's ready to throw down.
Me oh my, the proletariat is such a pugilistic pack. Don't get your bodice in a bunch over me, my lowborn beauty.
Big talk. But can you back it up? Let's see if you can even throw down with the toughest commoner around.
The toughest commoner? Isn't this unit a little too chipper?
Like being back in school.
Well, it never hurts to be energetic.
Heads up. The commanding officer has arrived.
Good, you're all here. From today forward, you are all members of Jutland's new anti-Valkyria squad, Vannergund. I expect each of you to give us everything you've got in order to protect this country. We need to be ready for anything, so let's begin training immediately. That's all for now. Ophelia?
I shall be joining your noble endeavor.
Is this a joke? The front line is no place for a princess.
My king father has been convinced otherwise, as he can avow.
I am Lieutenant Villefort, Godot Villefort. As per the king's request, I will be joining the squad and accompanying the princess. I shall serve as Commander Amleth's adjutant and Princess Ophelia's bodyguard.
Ophelia?
Absolutely not.
I haven't even said anything yet.
Your countenance says it all. Save your objections, for I have already made up my mind. 'Twas I who enjoined Parliament to form this unit. How can I hide behind palace walls while sending you to war? You said so yourself, Amleth Gronkair. Waiting saves no one. If sacrifices must be made to relieve my people's suffering, then surely I ought to offer more than my prayers. So far as I am able, I will fight to protect my subjects.
Is she serious?
This might be a more difficult mission than I thought.
November 6th, 1852 EC. They were the fangs of Jutland and the traitors' honed blade to challenge the Valkyria. This was how the anti-Valkyria squad came to be. Their achievements are as written in many biographies and books detailing the history of the war. Then allow me to continue.
I can understand that soldiers die during war. However, according to your story, Professor, Amleth the traitor went out of his way to kill one of the Empire's grand generals. Why did he go to such lengths?
There's a reason behind his actions, as well as why this grave was built as the traitors had requested. It could all be seen through the actions of the princess after she had witnessed him kill the Grand General.
Why don't we catch our breath?
Nay, I will carry on. Commencing operation! In the name of Jutland!
You mustn't push yourself too hard.
Our next operation approaches. I must prove myself by then. During our first mission, I was naught but a burden. I wish for my mind to be as well honed as this blade. Only then will my soul know peace.
Are you referring to the soldier you slayed?
My dreams have been haunted by that moment. That, however, is because I knew so little of combat. One who mourns the death of an enemy has no place in war. Because I have declared to my people that I will continue to stand at the front lines, I cannot allow my heart to falter.
They say to pity a starving, dying animal is to show great empathy. But to show great empathy means to put yourself at risk. Wild animals do not worry for other wild animals. To them, life is the never-ending struggle to survive, to find food. It's the same for us on the battlefield. There's no room for empathy.
'Tis a harsh world we live in.
Indeed it is.
From the palace terrace, everything looks black and white.
That's why you picked up the sword, Your Highness. Because you have a responsibility, both as a citizen and as royalty.
Just so.
I wouldn't want you to lose your emotional investment in all this.
Nor would I. Yet that is precisely why I worry about Amleth.
I've pored over countless records, but there is nothing on him prior to his adoption. The lack of information on him is highly unusual. Did he share anything with you during your time at the Institute?
Not at all. He never was the type to talk about his past.
Huh.
Perhaps I will ask the professor.
Professor?
Our former teacher. I am certain she would...
Your Highness! Finally, I found you. Don't you know how troublesome it is when you go out without telling me where?
She needed a quiet place to practice her swordsmanship. Can't get any training done with you bothering her. Had we told you, you'd just follow along and pester us here. Like you're doing now.
Oh, hush. Now, milady. Let's return to the palace. I'll train you myself if you please. I've wielded a sword against my nagging brother many a time, so I'm confident in my skills. In fact, I'm positive your training would go better with me.
Absolutely not. You never hold back. Or something to happen to the princess.
I never held back against you because you're my brother. If that wasn't obvious, it's no wonder you can't find love, despite sharing some of my good looks.
You two are thick as thieves, as always.
Is that how it seems?
Indeed. I already envied your kinship. But the bond you both share really is something special.
Huh.
What kind of sibling would you wish for, Princess? A kind and caring big sister? Or a rambunctious little brother?
Let me see. Either way, I certainly would be content. But if I had to choose, I'd prefer an elder brother. One on whom I could always rely. Someone like Adele, for instance.
You are too kind, Princess.
Oh, is that... Are you blushing?
We should return to headquarters. It's nearly time to discuss our next operation.
Already? I was so engaged in our practice, I suppose I lost track of the hour. Let us go then. Good day to you, Miranda. my big brother's got a soft spot after all.
You're quite studious. How splendid. Then allow me to continue. Even the young individuals who would later be branded as traitors each had a place to call their home. Fried Eriksson was a columnist who earned his acclaim by often contributing to famous newspapers. His provocative pieces stimulated patriotism in people and led the citizenry of Jutland toward jingoistic tendencies. Basil Sabanci inherited his adoptive father's company and factory. Through hard work, he solidified his position in the Ragnite industry and used his resources to support Jutland's forces. Violet Sand was in military intelligence, although no detailed records of her remain. She had infiltrated and gathered intel on not only the Ruse Empire, but various other world powers all by herself. The facts surrounding her only came to light in recent years due to more in-depth investigation and research techniques. Solomon Kallenberg, a prominent member of Jutland's parliament, was said to be the brains behind the traitors. A capable and elegant man from an affluent family, his reputation was renowned in political and social circles. He thrust himself into politics, suppressed the non-radical factions of parliament, and allowed the war to continue. Amleth Gronkir's facade is well documented through his victorious achievements during the war. The young hero who led the anti-Valkyria squad. Without him, the Liberation War would not have been won. As you can see, they all have different facets. Knowing each one will bring us closer to the truth behind the traitors.
Nice.
Welcome. Have a good one. Come on in. Come back anytime.
Welcome! Come again!
Yeah.
What is it?
Hey, Captain.
How are you? What's up?
Nice. Yeah.
What's the matter? Terribly sorry. Well done. My apologies.
Yeah.
What's the matter?
Need something?
Yo! Hell yeah! What do you want? How about this? Pretty good, yeah? Pretty good, yeah? How about this? See ya.
What's the matter? Oh, what's this? We've got a new assignment. Op details are as follows. That is all. Incoming enemy!
Here we go. I'll show you how to fight. I won't go easy. You died because of those rocks.
Time to shine. Well done.
Well done, everyone.
Hey, Captain.
Come on in. Come back anytime.
How are you?
Our next mission is to seize the Ruse Viceroy office in Ipsiria. The anti-Valkyria squad will provide a distraction, drawing the enemy forces away from Jutland's main army. Should the enemy barricade themselves, we'll join the main army, surround the city, and overwhelm the Viceroy's office. Either we annihilate their troops or force them to retreat. Regardless, the Ruse threat leaves Ipsiria.
So we drive the Empire from their domain, placing the country back in the hands of its citizens. And then?
I don't care what comes after.
Perhaps you should. I worry for the Ipsarian people, and the long-term consequences of our victory.
We haven't won yet. You know that, right?
Of course. Though I must ask you, as a squad mate and friend, have you considered what we leave in the battle's wake?
Here we go again.
I beg your pardon?
You always get ahead of yourself.
Must you even take issue with my forethought?
In war, the only thing that matters is the enemy in front of you. Distractions lead to death. Get that through your head.
Oh, well, I never. I should say the distracted one.
Please, Princess, calm down.
Godot. My apologies. 'Twould seem I'm behaving improperly again.
Is this going to happen every time they're in the same room?
Pish-posh! Enough of this plebeian poppycock. I shan't name any names, but the fish rots from the head. Perhaps we need a new captain, a true leader, like myself.
I thought I'd never get used to seeing a lover's spat, but once you get used to it, it's not so bad. I guess it's a bit like our unit's tradition.
I can see it. That's a fitting description, First Sergeant.
I swear, you two are never serious. Ew, no girl's gonna go for some mean old man. Get a clue, you two.
I rescind my previous statement. Well, let's be more serious then. You'd like that, wouldn't you, Bridget?
I don't care either way. Just do what you want.
I don't know, you still look pretty pissed. You're scrunching your face so hard it's making new forehead wrinkles. Don't come crying to me again if you can't get rid of them this time.
Wait, crying again? As in, you've watched Miss Bridget weep? Frailty, thy name is woman.
Maybe you should just drop it, Isaac.
Methinks the ladies doth protest too much.
That is all. They haven't decided when the op will commence, but count on it starting sooner than later. Prep accordingly. Dismissed.
What's the matter? Seems that way. Well done. We've got a new assignment.
Op details are as follows. That's all.
October 1853. The Jutland army departed to attack the Ruse Empire, who was controlling Ipsaria.
Ipsaria was a point of strategic importance to both sides. More than half the land is covered with mountains rich with Ragnite veins, giving a great many people work in the mines.
Your Highness?
I am all right, Godot.
All units, commence operation.
the
show
enemy!
you how to fight. I won't go easy. Farewell.
How tough I am! Watch out! Ready for round 2! Didn't have what it takes.
I won't go easy.
Twas a worthy foe.
I'll murderize them!
Here I go!
Keep it up!
You should have studied us. Farewell.
Yeah, this is awesome! Need more training. Taste my food! Yeah!
Terribly sorry.
Keep it up!
I won't go easy. Out of my way, Rock.
Lovely, guys!
He died because of those rocks.
Here!
Place. I won't go easy.
Watch out! Need more training!
In the name of Jutland. Terribly sorry.
Keep up the pressure.
Watch out! Huh?
Wasn't that a fun lesson?
Yeah,
Out of my
this
way,
is
Rock.
awesome! Whoa, a lot of bad guys!
study
The
this.
tides are turning!
Out of my way, rock.
Terribly sorry.
Quit.
The fruits of our labor, yes?
We keep going and neutralize the Viceroy office.
What the? Who the hell is that?
An enemy. You can tell by his glare. There's no trace of intelligence. He has the eyes of a beast.
Come now, one pup does not a wolf pack make. Baring your fangs at an apex predator like me isn't bravery, it's buffoonery.
Isaac, you're an idiot. But you got a point. Something smells fishy here. Maybe it's a trap. Like a decoy. Or an ambush.
Who cares? Let's do this, Jordan!
Victory goes to those who were first to strike, First Sergeant. Hey, that's Ragnite glow.
He has a mana-powered prosthesis.
The rest of you, keep going. Finish the mission. That arm. Who the hell are you?
I have no obligation to answer you. This will not go as you planned.
Whoa, watch out!
Keep an eye on them.
In the name of Jutland! To our
Keep an eye on them.
Brilliant!
You think such swordsmanship?
No quarter!
The day is ours!
Ready or not?
You're an obstacle to the Emperor's combat. Even up
Got it back in the corner!
What is it, Highness?
I feel as though I've seen that man before.
That all you got?
On the surge. Are you sure?
You ready? What are you looking at?
I will not yield!
No quarter!
Take that!
This'll do it.
This seems somehow familiar.
That all you got? You ready? That all you got?
I will not yield!
That all you got?
No way!
Someone presumed to have
Keep an
done
eye
it
on
quite
That
some
all you
time.
got?
This
That all you got?
sacrifice.
How did this...
This'll do it. That all you got? Shameful. That all you got?
I'll give it my all.
That all you got? That should do some damage.
Your Highness!
What the?
Are you not Prince Laertes? Heir to the throne of Ipsaria?
Huh?
Wow. Awesome.
He was tougher than the tank. The prince?
Yes. At first I feared my memory failed me, but there is no doubt left in my mind. The eyes are a window to the soul, and a gaze that fierce could only have belonged to Prince Laertes.
A member of the Crimeus royal family survived. But why would he attack us? And that prosthesis? Something's not right.
I've read about a procedure in which a body's capabilities are alchemically augmented and even surpassed by Ragnite.
A mana-enhanced human.
Ew. And here I thought he was kinda cute.
We can validate the facts later. We need to prioritize the operation first.
What a stubborn group! Just give it up and be obliterated already!
Looks like a last-ditch effort.
Amleth!
Captain?
Well, now's as good a time as any. All right, everyone keep up with the captain.
Good to see the captain's still alive and kicking the enemy's ass.
Looks clear. I think we're finished for now. Provided everything went according to plan, the main army should be winding down as well. Of course, there could be more troops on the outskirts. Should we try to draw them out?
No, we should stay right here, strategically speaking.
Regardless, the residents will come out when the battle concludes. It'll be fine if we're welcomed with open arms.
But it'll be a hassle if they put up a resistance.
If that happens, I will persuade them myself. Once we convey our intentions openly and earnestly, they shall understand. If we can do that, I believe they'll accept us. And Jutland.
Yup. I'm sure Fifi can do it. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I'll help too.
Why are you being so competitive? I don't see the point.
We could use all the Hans we can get.
Captain Gronkair! Runner Nielsen reporting. Our army engaged a large enemy unit on the outskirts of Ipsaria and has defeated them. The Ruse forces broke formation and have begun retreating. Our troops are entering the city right now.
Inform the commanding officer that Vannergen's taken the Viceroy office and secured the area. They may encounter some residual enemy forces scattered across the city, but should rendezvous with us immediately. And be sure to show the citizens some care. We're here to free them from the Empire's oppression, after all. We cannot tread on their honor and dignity as Ruse has. These orders come directly from Princess Ophelia herself.
Yes, sir. I'll definitely relay that. I swear on my life.
I trust you will. Hans, a moment.
Sir?
The main force. How many did we lose?
I don't know the details, but the commanding officer himself said the death toll is far below estimates. The commander is calling this operation a decisive victory. We've won, and with minimal casualties. Is something wrong, Captain?
No, nothing. Thank you, Hans.
Yes, sir. I'll be taking my leave now.
Is something the matter, Bridget?
No, nothing at all.
Our job's finally done. I could use a drink. What do you say, Jordan?
Drinking until dawn doesn't count as a drink, First Sergeant.
I can see it now in my mind's eye. Me, surrounded by doting Ipsarian damsels, the epitome of prestige and popularity.
Yeah, in your dreams.
Hey, wait! The captain hasn't dismissed us yet.
Come on! Hurry up, Fifi!
You're quite studious. How splendid. This is a true story.
It was a success. The Jutland army has gained control of Ipsaria.
Well, just as planned.
It was faster than I thought it would be. I better finish up my article.
Next on the agenda, how the other world powers will react. I'm sure none of them predicted that Jutland would wrest control of Ipsaria.
Like a jolt from the blue.
You mean bolt.
It's Bolt?
Definitely bold. Yes, right now we feel jolted. I won't say who's to blame, though.
That was just a slip of the tongue. Go on, Saul.
Jutland has seized the Empire's largest supplier of Ragnite. Before the impact of this news dwindles, we need to do something regarding the world powers. Doing so will isolate Ruse from the others and weaken them. Swiftly, but surely.
Well, well, we got this grand scheme thing down pat.
Always the mastermind. We'll leave the thinking to you, as usual.
We have our work cut out for us. There's but one motto, everyone. Jutland has liberated Ipsaria. It was a deliverance from the Empire's tyranny and exploitation.
Liberation.
That angle should make for a great article.
Yeah, Liberator's got a nice ring to it. Hell, I'm feeling pretty libertine myself. Come here, Vi.
Those phrases originated from the traitors? Wasn't the Liberation War coined by Donovan Lindegard?
The truth is stranger than fiction. The traitors chose words that would give meaning to the war and appeal to all people.
Records indicate that an envoy from the Jutland Parliament arrived only 3 hours after the end of the battle. Under the pretense of rebuilding the Viceroy office Ruse left behind, he came to oversee the interim government. After they were colonized by the Ruse Empire, the Ipsarians couldn't participate in the administration of their lands.
The envoy from Jutland was Solomon the Trader, who took action accordingly. He opened the Viceroy office to the public, gathered the citizens there, and spoke of Ipsaria's future.
Ladies and gentlemen of Ipsaria, I truly lament the hardship you have faced. You've been the target of many since the discovery of Ragnite in your lands. Even so, you did not break, and the country had flourished with the presence of your royal family. But the Ruse Empire has extinguished your guiding light, and the royal family is no more. With their unending greed for territory and dominance, Ruse has exploited you through intimidation. Faced with such a heavy burden, anyone would become exhausted and not question the rule of the Empire. But even your right to question authority was taken from you. Jutland was the same. Our country had given in to the suffering caused by the embargo, even began to accept this unjust situation. However, our brave citizens rallied behind our king, who broke the alliance and succeeded with a counterattack. Now our country's morale runs high, and the Jutes are regaining our pride. In this age of turmoil and uncertainty, I am sure you wish that the royal family was still with us. From now on, you are the main players. Each of you must rally Ipsaria in place of the royal family. Since your government has been in the hands of others for so long, I understand there may be some reservations. Therefore, Jutland will lend you its assistance. We started this war because we ardently hope to change Europa for the better. Both of us have felt the same pain caused by our common foe in the Ruse Empire. As fellow men, we liberated you from their reign to return this country to the way it should be.
Hurrah for Ipsaria! Hurrah for liberty!
Hurrah for Ipsaria!
Hurrah for liberty!
Hurrah for Ipsaria!
Hurrah for Ipsaria! Hurrah for liberty!
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, truly. To ensure that Ipsaria is never again invaded by the Empire, Jutland hopes to stay in this country for a brief period and remain vigilant. As for the government, we will temporarily dispatch some people from Jutland to promptly get Ipsaria running. We wish to work together with your representatives to establish your country. Please lend us your cooperation.
Solomon's passionate speech, paired with the distribution of the anonymous flyers, touched the hearts of the people. Within Jutland, Frith the traitor skillfully influenced public opinion. Crafting an easily understood composition, a tiny virtuous Jutland rebelling against an immense wicked Ruse Empire. He planted the idea that this war was the righteous thing to do in the people's consciousness. Meanwhile, ambassadors from each of the world powers gathered in the Ruse Empire. There, they discussed the recent events with Emperor Claudius. Each country agreed that Jutland's invasion of Ipsaria was a violation against the current world order. All the while, they blamed Ruse for bringing about the current situation. Emperor Claudius, however, was resolute and dismissed their protests, stating all was proceeding as Ruse had planned.
Have you forgotten? Death itself bows to our imperial whim.
After Jutland installed an interim government in Ipsaria, they soon set about to establish Ragnite supply routes. Basil the traitor mobilized the leaders in the Ragnite industry.
A Ruse counterattack is coming soon. I'd bet my balls on it. Jutland won't stand a chance against a full frontal assault. That's why we gotta bring out the big guns. Let's show them what this industry can really do, boys. Time to ramp up Ragnite production, invest in alchemy, and develop monotech to catch the Empire with its pants down.
I understand what you're trying to say. It's the way you're saying it I take offense to.
Don't sweat the small stuff, Pops. Let me stress how vital it is to keep our momentum going. Not even an embargo could come between you and your profits. Now I want you to use that fortitude to amp up the military. I want to see our boys in battle packing some serious heat.
New weaponry? But by losing Ipsaria, Ruse took a heavy blow. They know how serious Jutland is. I don't think we should escalate the situation. Violence begets violence, you know.
You soft or something? Don't go limp on me now. We're up against a goddamn empire. We go at this half-assed, and we'll be the ones getting bent over and screwed.
Rise and be recognized.
Yes, Your Imperial Majesty.
Tell us, what did you see at Ipsaria?
I saw the Princess of Jutland.
What's that supposed to mean? Surely you didn't really spot Her Highness on the front lines, swinging a sword like...
That's exactly what I saw.
Oh my.
In addition, a powerful force defends her. They crushed our military's mono-weaponry with ease.
And? I heard you fought them.
Indeed. They had special weapons. One similar to the right arm that Your Majesty has bestowed to me. They were weapons that emitted a Ragnite glow.
Interesting.
New monotech, huh? Not bad. Even backed into a corner, the dogs of war still have a bit of bite to their bark.
You still harbor doubts, young Maxime.
What are you referring to, sire?
Do not take us for a blind man.
Yes, sire. To think he would see through me is a terrifying man indeed.
Questioning minds and hesitant spirits seek answers. No? Very well. We shall abide.
Answers?
Victor, Gelouche, Gustav. These men served us well before we took the throne, and have proven themselves stalwart comrades along our path of power. Together, these worthy peers comprise the Grand Generals, save for Balthus IV, who was slain by Jutish hands.
I am aware.
Maxime, we would have you fill his lordly shoes.
What? Do you mean to make Maxime a Grand General?
Correct. He is capable enough. What's more, we wish to judge with our own eyes the potential of alchemical augmentation.
This is absurd! Forgive me, sire. It is not my place to speak of such matters.
Suspect whether power corrupts. Question that money is evil. Doubt even if right makes might. But never lose faith in us. For we shall never forsake you. There is your answer. The secret to our success. In faith, there can be no hesitation.
What arrogance, what confidence. But they are befitting of His Imperial Majesty. I don't know what the future will bring, but I shall wield my strength for the sake of this man.
Grand General Maxime, from this day on, take heed of your distinguished station, and conduct yourself accordingly. Devote yourself henceforth to us alone.
As you command.
Ha ha! Wonderful! Welcome aboard, Grand General Maxime.